What up, ladies and germs? It's your boy Audiomatron here. I'm out of town this week, so what that means for the channel is that normally the way I do things is that I create all of my content on Sundays and then I schedule it to release throughout the week. Well, I've been out of town since like last Friday, so I wasn't home Sunday to do all my content, so I had to do it last week. Well, I got everything but Thursday's video, and if you pay attention, the way my videos usually go is that I have on Tuesday what I call like a performance video. So it's either going to be like a cover song or like a practice video, which I call my drumming sketchbook series. So Tuesday is usually drumming sketchbook or covers. And then Thursday is my video about something, right? That's the videos where I talk about gear, I do something silly or whatever. And then I have shorts Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I don't have this week's Thursday video. So I figured just to get one out there, just to keep you guys apprised of what's going on, you guys who watch me regularly, if there's even such a thing, kind of tell you what's going on. So this will be my first attempt at just a vlog. This video isn't really like about anything, but so if you've been watching my videos, we'll say Thursday before last, I had a video called "I Hate Crashing on the Ride." A bunch of people responded and gave me recommendations on ride cymbals that are crashable. So what I did this past Thursday, if you hadn't watched the video, please go check it out. It's a follow-up to that video where I basically gamble to determine which ride cymbal I land on. And I landed on the Zildjian K Constantinople, which is a fucking expensive cymbal, but I'm gonna buy it. I just gotta save up, so that's forthcoming. This past Tuesday I put out a video where I played my original solution to that issue, which was the Sabian XSR Monarch. ChatGPT suggested that to me, and before you call me out for using AI, just don't. I don't care. You know. Anyways, ChatGPT Plus, looking on the internet and actually researching this particular cymbal, watching videos, reading about it, seemed like it was going to be a good solution. Turned out to be really weird and maybe not one that suits my playing style, but it's interesting. So Tuesday during drumming sketchbook, I used that cymbal a lot. I replaced my crash on the ride with it and try to like ride and crash on it and kind of find its sweet spots and find like what kind of finesse it wants for me to play with it. It actually is a cool sounding cymbal. It just doesn't really lend itself well to my very like heavy hitting hard rock style. So there's that. I plan to explore that cymbal some more. I'm really excited about that K Constantinople though, so I can't wait to buy it. In the meantime, what have I been up to? So while I was here for my other job, a friend of mine that lives down here has like little get-together jam sessions at this warehouse that he has, and a bunch of us went over there and played some punk rock together. One of our friends wrote a song. I guess it was the first time he ever wrote a punk rock song, and the other friend played drums, and then he offered to let me play, and then he sang, and we jammed out a whole song. And he actually had one of the cymbals from the list. He had the Zildjian Sweet Ride, but he had it rivets all in it, and he had a couple of places drilled out because when he got it, it was dead as fuck because it had a crack in it, and so he fixed it. He livened it up by doing these things to it, and it was actually really nice and crashable. Like I laid into it, and it sounded so cool. So I'm kind of disappointed that one fell off the list. But we got to talking ride cymbals and stuff, and we were talking about his set of Zildjian A customs that he had and what he paid for them. And he told me that since he wasn't using it, the Zildjian A custom that he has, that I could take it home and try it out and see what I think. So he let me borrow it. So I've got it in the trunk of my car, and when I get home, we'll try that cymbal out. I'm gonna play it, see what I think about it. What else? I've got some stuff on the horizon coming up. One of the things I want to do, because I enjoyed the whole like gambling aspect of the last video I did, where you spin the wheel to kind of let fate determine what's going to happen. So I'm going to do a thing where I'll have one wheel with songs on it, different songs from different artists and different genres and stuff, and another wheel with a style on it. So like jazz, hard rock, funk, prog, metal, country, whatever, hip hop, which is a bunch of different styles. So I'll spin the first wheel and see what song it picks, and then spin the second wheel and see what style it picks, and then I have to do a cover of that song in that style. And I think that'll be, one, a really fun exercise for me, and two, probably hilarious for you guys to watch. You know, like if I end up with like Brooks and Dunn and I gotta play in hip hop style or something, you know, that'll be cool. And I plan to do a whole thing where I like pick the right instrumentation. I pick from one of my 3 drum sets. I pick the right cymbals for the song, and then I'll show you the finished product of where I play that song in that style. I may make the list myself, unless you guys want to comment down below some songs and styles, and if you do, I will put them on the list, even if it's stuff I've never heard or like never even thought to try to play. So if you would do that for me. And then after that, what I'm hoping is that people will suggest songs and styles for me to go and play. Tell you what, I miss playing though. I did get to jam out a couple of nights ago, but really want to get back to my drum sets and get back to making content. What else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else worth telling you guys. I guess while I'm vlogging a little bit, maybe I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I haven't done that on this channel, and I think some of you guys are probably like, who is this Audiomatron dude pontificating about drums here? So I've been a drummer for 35 years. I'm not a professional drummer. I'm not a drum teacher. I don't work at a music store, anything like that. It's just been a very important part of my life, and I'll say it's more than just a hobby, but it's like ingrained in me. I think I was born with it almost. Nobody else in my family is a drummer, but it's I don't know, it's been with me forever. Like even before I started playing, I knew that's what I wanted to play. I started when I was 10 years old. I got my first pair of sticks. That's really dirty. Just shredding phone books. And then when I was 14, so I joined band also around when I was 10 or 11 in school, and got picked for percussion. I had to try out, and between my desire to be a percussionist and my aptitude for it, they picked me to play percussion. So I played bells for like a year, and then, you know, marching percussion, different concert percussion and stuff. And then when I was 14, I got my first drum set, my Mapex Venus series with Paiste cymbals, and I think I had Zildjian New Beat hi-hats. Played that for a while. I started a band with my friend Chris. We were called the Quality Wannabes. We made up our own music. Later, Chris moved on, and I started another band with my buddy Mike that was called We Eat Crayons, and then we eventually teamed up with this dude named Pat, and we called our band the Pseudo Pimps. I remember we played a show. We played a show at the park in Brandon, Mississippi. I got the permit for the show. We invited our punk rock friends to open for us, and they cussed so much that they got us all banned from the park forever. Which the punk guys were proud of. I was kind of pissed because I wanted to play there again, but when I called back to get another permit, they're like, yeah, you're not allowed to play there anymore. Fuck. And then Pat moved on, and me and Mike started a band with a fellow named Keith, who I'm still friends with, Keith Hall. He's actually making a go at being a professional bass player down in Pensacola. But at the time, he was our guitar player and ended up being our singer too. Our band started off being called the Pseudo Pimps, then Spastic, and eventually we landed on Axiom, which is kind of interesting because years later, I'm in a band now called Axiom of Maria, and we do kind of like a hard rock, or maybe like a psychedelic alternative rock, progressive, I don't know. I kind of add a little bit of a progressive flair to it because of my interests. Huge Rush fan. I like Dream Theater, but then like also I'm into electronic shit. So like Depeche Mode is like up there with Rush as one of my favorite bands. I actually covered a Depeche Mode song on drums a couple weeks ago if you guys want to check that out. But I've never stopped playing. There's never been a year goes by where I didn't play drums, at least some. I've been in Axiom of Maria, I want to say like almost 10 years. So I've been putting out albums like every year since, well, not every year, but damn near it since like, I think I joined those guys in 2017. Yeah, 2016, 2017. So if you check out our albums, I'm on Revolution, Frequencies and Sound, Cultivating Light, the Blues album, and the Darkness, and then we have a new single out called Can You Feel. So I'm on all of those albums. So that's definitely not one a year. That's like maybe one every 2 years or something. But we've been putting them out, and we play gigs every now and then, usually around like South Mississippi, like Hattiesburg or the coast area. We play in New Orleans. We don't gig a lot. I hope to change that. But yeah, other things in my life, I'm trying to, I have 2 jobs. Like I said, I'm trying to make drumming more prominent in my life. That's the whole point of this YouTube channel. And then, like, I wouldn't mind one day being able to actually become a professional drummer. I'm 46 years old. I don't know if it's too late for me, but I want to make a start. So like, I want my band to gig more. I want this YouTube channel to take off. And really, I hope what I'm making for you guys, I'm making it because it's fun and because I like it. If the money comes, it comes. If not, at least I did the thing and it was fun and I had a good time. I really am. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. And I really enjoy interacting with you in the comments and stuff. So please, anytime, like, don't hesitate. Reach out and say something. Just be nice, 'cause I don't know. It makes my blood boil when somebody gets on here and is mean. I'm thinking about going on Fiverr because I've got enough equipment and skills, I think, to start maybe doing like remote drum tracking for people. Just go in there and start off cheap. Tell everybody like, hey, I'm just starting out, so like I've got some good rates going right now if you want to try me out. And if you hate it, you don't have to use it, kind of deal. So if anybody's got any experience with doing that, I would love to get some insight into how that goes, and that'll probably be a good stream of content as well. So yeah, that's where I'm at. This is going to be this Thursday's video. At least I'll have something out. I don't think the algorithm's going to think I died or anything, but I'm doing this for you guys as well. I don't want you to think that I've fallen off and be going, where's the Thursday video? It's here. It's right here. You're watching it. But yeah, I'll be back home midweek this week, and we'll start back with the content, and I'll start doing some of the things that I've been talking about. So yeah, guys, like I said, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Love to hear from you. See you.